Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Fixing the Franchise, Trusting the Process, Philadelphia 76ers 2010s rebuild. We are back, and we are in the 2015-2016 NBA season. We are progressing fairly well with this roster, but it's only going to get better because we have, if we go to the roster, we have a young Anthony Davis, who we drafted number 1 overall. We have a young Giannis Antetokounmpo, who we drafted at, where did we draft this man at? We drafted number 1 overall as well. I don't remember doing that, but we must have. And then we have Joel Embiid. So we have drafted really, 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 really well. And yeah, these guys haven't been able to put it together for a deep playoff run, but they're all under 23 years old. So we will be able to get the job done in the next couple of seasons. I would assume so. And this year's draft is the Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jamal Murray draft class. So we obviously are going to try and get Ben Simmons because if we're following the trust the process mantra, Ben Simmons is a part of that trust the process mantra. Now, obviously, it didn't work out with Ben Simmons, but in this universe, who knows? Maybe it will. We already got Joel Embiid. He was like the first big piece of the trust the process. So we got to add Ben Simmons. That's the whole key. We were able to grab Damian Lillard. I talked about this. He was let go by the Pistons after 2 seasons, and he was unrestricted. It was super weird. He was the number 5 pick in the first draft, or the second draft, the 2012 draft. The draft that we got Anthony Davis in. The Pistons took him at 5, and then after 2 seasons, let him go into free agency unrestricted. Super weird. Super, super weird. But I'm not going to complain about it. I am happy about it because we have a backup point guard who most likely will take over for Isaiah Thomas in the near future because we are paying Isaiah Thomas a lot of money. A lot of money that I don't know if he's necessarily worth paying, but he is an 85 overall. So we'll have to see how that plays out. The only good thing about having these young guys is they're all under their rookie contracts right now, so we don't have to pay them that much. But this team will get very expensive, almost too expensive to keep around in a couple of seasons. So we'll have to keep that in mind. As far as draft capital goes, we don't have that much for this year. All we have is our own 2020 or 2016 first round pick. Then in 2017, we have our own. We have a top 3 protected pick from the Clippers. We have a lottery protected pick from the Pacers and an unprotected pick from the Rockets. So maybe we package a couple of picks together to get an extra 2020 or 2016 pick. That's possible. We have a few 2018 first round picks, and then we go back to just one a piece in 2019 and 2020. So there's a world where we get Ben Simmons. I hope that's the world that we live in, but we'll find out. Let's start simulating here and see how this team does. We should be pretty good with those the big 3 getting as good as they are right now. So I would assume we'd be fairly dominant this year, especially with our good bench that we've put together. And look at these wins that we're racking up. Yeah, I think this team's going to be pretty good. This could be our first championship of the series. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this could be the first championship of the series. They're trying to trade for Jabari Parker. We did make a draft night trade for Jabari Parker in the last episode. So as of right now, after a month of simulating, Anthony Davis is leading the team, then Joel Embiid, then Giannis. Isaiah Thomas is still averaging a good amount of points. He's still averaging a good amount of points. As long as he's averaging around 17 to 20 points a game, the contract that we're paying him is going to be worth it. So we'll just have to keep that on the lookout and see what happens. Let's get deeper into the year. Let's go to the first of the year and see what happens. Although we are racking up a few losses that I don't think we should have, but they want to trade. The Knicks want to trade for Isaiah Thomas. They want to give me Nerlens Noel and Raymond Felton. Well, I don't really want to do that. That doesn't really fit our team. But we are a dominant team until we have a severe left ankle sprain for Joel Embiid. Does this start the downward spiral of Joel Embiid? I know he just got here, but I mean, he's very injury prone, it seems. And now we've reached the first of the year. We are 25-10. That's good for first in the division. 3 games up on the Pacers, which we have their first round pick in 2017, don't we? So that pick might not be super good next year if they're going to continue to be this good. But let's take a look at the stats real quick. So the team lead is now Anthony Davis still. His rebounds went down a little bit. Embiid's points went up, but he's somebody's gonna take those points once uh Embiid's now down. So I would assume somebody's gonna to grab those points. I don't know who's gonna be playing center. I guess we could move Anthony Davis to center and then have. I hope they don't have Muscala playing. Who do they have playing center? They have Jabari Parker playing center. Well, that's not the thing we should do. We should have Jabari playing power forward. Anthony Davis moves to center. That seems like the smart thing to do. That's where we'll have it for now. And then we will. I would like to get Jimmer Fredette some minutes because I think Jimmer could be fun. So let's take a little bit away from Lou Will and give some to Jimmer just so he has a little bit of minutes to play with. We'll see how that goes. I don't know what game we should jump into. What kind of rosters are we looking at here? What kind of rosters are we looking at? Kyrie and the Bucks are pretty cool. D Rose and the Bulls, but D Rose doesn't really have anything to work with there. The Cavs have Bradley Beal. The Celtics are really falling apart. The Clippers are falling apart. They've got an injured Blake Griffin, who has won an MVP in this series before. The Grizzlies are fine, but they're kind of struggling and getting older. Hawks, the Heat have an injured Chris Bosh. We'll see if LeBron stays around. I mean, well, he signed a contract extension, so obviously he's staying around. They're going to keep the Heatles around for a little bit longer. Rudy Gobert's on the Hornets. Chris Paul. Oh, that Jazz team's actually pretty solid. You got Chris Paul, Gordon Hayward, and Jimmy Butler. That's an interesting big three right there. Kings have an interesting big three, all semi-young. Melo still went to the Knicks. Ooh, Melo and Jokic is an interesting combo. Do we play the Knicks anytime soon? Yeah, we play the Knicks March 30th. Okay. Let's just keep going and see what... Maybe there's a game that piques my interest. Let's get... You know what? Let's get to that Pacer team, because the Pacers could be interesting. We got to pick up some wins, though. We can't afford to lose these unnecessary games. Danny Granger's back healthy, which is good. We are just losing random games. Pulled calf muscle for Anthony Davis. Wow, our two big men are down. Okay. We are getting hit with the injury bug this year. We are getting hit with the injury bug this year. And you know what? I don't even feel like jumping in and playing without any of those guys. Excuse me. Luckily, we still are good enough that we are winning a few games, but we are losing a lot of games that we shouldn't be losing because of our two big centers, our two big power forwards out with injury at the same time, which is pretty crazy. So we go to the stats. Giannis is now taking over the scoring. Davis and Embiid both hurt. Luckily, they're both going to come back for the playoffs. But it's Giannis and Jabari Parker's putting up good numbers. Love to see that. Isaiah Thomas is trying. Giannis, Damian Lillard's putting up more numbers now. Jimmer's, he's played 3 games so far. We'll see what happens. We've got the trade deadline. Noah Vonleh for Parker. And okay, so let's get to the trade deadline. Are we going to make any moves? That's the big question. Do we make any moves to try to get somebody, or to try to get some draft picks on this roster? Maybe we send Lou Will away, because we do have Wayne Ellington. I know it says he will re-sign for us, but maybe we can get a first-round pick for Lou Williams. Sweet lemon pepper Lou. What do we got? We got anything good for Lou Williams? Come on, give me something. A 2016 first-round pick plus Dwayne Griffin. That's fine from the Clippers. That's a decent choice. I have to see where the Clippers are at, though. A 2018 first from the Rockets, but we're not into 2018 first right now. We can get those later. We could get Greg Oden back. I don't want Greg Oden back, at least not right now. So the only first-round pick this year is a 2016 first from the Clippers. How bad are the Clippers this year? Or how good, I should say, are the Clippers? The Clippers are the second-best team in the conference, the Western Conference. All right. So that kind of kills that option, unless we package Lou Will and somebody else. Maybe we package him and Danny Granger, maybe? Do we package those two guys together and see what we can get? Because Danny's a little bit expensive. We have James Ennis who can play the backup 3 if we have to. But I'm not seeing any first-round pick trades in here. It's just players. Okay, so what about just Danny Granger by himself? Can Danny Granger get us? He can get us the 2018 first-round pick, top 3 protected. 2017, 2019, but I have to give up my own first-round pick, so I'm not doing that. What do we got here? What do we got here? We get Evan Turner back. I would like to bring Evan Turner back at some point, just to have a reunion. I'm not getting any first-round picks for 2016 for Danny Granger, so these trades are kind of frustrating right now. The Lou Will one, I think we're going to do with the Clippers. Even though it is going to be a bad first-round pick, it still gives us an extra first-round pick that we can use in some sort of moves, whether we trade it or not. So I am going to do this trade. We get Dwayne Griffin back. Maybe if I pair Dwayne Griffin with Granger, Danny Granger, maybe I can get something. So Danny Granger and Dwayne Griffin, if we pair those two together, maybe that will sweeten the pot enough to get us a first-round pick in 2016. It's a 2019 first-round pick plus J.J. Redick. It's a 2019 first-round pick plus Wilson Chandler. And then J.J. Redick again. Okay, so maybe we take the 2019 first-round pick from the Pacers. Who was the other one? It was the Heat. You know what? I might take this 2019 pick from the Heat and J.J. Redick because the Heat might be bad in 2019. You never know. So I'm going to send Danny Granger and Griffin to the Heat for a 2019 first-round pick and J.J. Redick, but we are going to move J.J. Redick because we don't really need him. We have Drew Holiday. We have D'Angelo Russell, who could play shooting guard. We have Jimmer Fredette, who could probably play a little shooting guard. We have Wayne Ellington, so we don't need another shooting guard. 2019 second and Mo Williams, a 2019 second and Quincy Pondexter, 2017 second. Just 2017 seconds, really? Just second-round picks, apparently. Evan Turner's making way too much money. Greg Oden's making way too much money. I would do this straight up for one of these two guys to bring them back, but they're making way too much money right now. We have to wait till their contracts are over. I'm not giving them a 2018 first-round pick. We could get Dwayne Griffin right back. I don't really like anything about this. I could swap for Jay Crowder, maybe. Maybe we send Jay Crowder, or we send JJ Redick and we get Jay Crowder back. And then possibly send Jay Crowder somewhere. Or we just keep Jay Crowder on the team for the season. That's always an option. Because I like Jay Crowder, got good defense. Okay, so now we're getting first-round pick options. And here's a first-round pick, but it's a 2017 first for us that we have to give away. I'm not really liking that too much. Hassan Whiteside's interesting. We'd have to give him Mike Muscala, and I like Mike Muscala because he gives us that stretch ability with the three-point shots, so I don't really want to give up him. Not right now, at least. A 2018 first, but that also gives us that. I don't really want to do Evan Turner right now. A lot of Mike Muscala trades. We could just do this one for Willie Kellogg and a 2018 first protected by the Bulls, but I think I'm just going to keep Jay Crowder for the season. We'll just have him here on the team for however long the season goes, and then we'll figure out from there. Mike Muscala is our starting center, which is not ideal, but that's just the way that it is with these injuries. So let's keep moving on. Maybe we play the Raptors in one of these back-to-backs, because I would like to see the Raptors uniforms and stuff. That's a massive amount of losses. But Joel Embiid is back healthy, which means hopefully soon Anthony Davis will come back within the next couple of weeks. But that's a lot of losses in a row, and here's Anthony Davis. So now the team is back fully healthy, but we just suffered a massive amount of losses in a row. We just suffered a lot of losses in a row. The morale is down. We currently are the 4th team in the East. The Pacers are really, really good this year. We play the Pacers again March 24th, but I kind of want to jump in and simcast this game against the Raptors. They've got Kawhi Leonard, they've got DeMar DeRozan, Andrea Bargnani's played pretty well. So let's simcast this game and see what we can do. On the road in Toronto, our guys are fully healthy. First time in a while, a couple months at least, or at least a month, we've been all fully healthy together. And it looks like we are going to come away with the victory. I am going to jump in 104-86. We are going to be able to get this one done, thankfully. I'm just glad our guys are healthy for the playoff push. Bargnani in the corner. Davis still has a little bit of injury, but he should be good enough. Andre Blatch. Didn't we play against him when we jumped in against the Wizards? Did he move to the Raptors? He must have. Dante Exum, he got around Isaiah Thomas, but he passes out to DeMar DeRozan. You know what they say, if he shoots it, it goes in, but not there. Dame Lillard wearing number 14 makes me want to throw up. I should probably change that, but he does get it in. Hard bucket. Hard bucket pass from Isaiah. He's got 15 and 7. I don't see Kawhi. Oh, I see Kawhi. I was going to say, I don't see Kawhi out there, but I see him now. I should probably change Lillard's number. That's going to be a shot from Bargnani. Miss. Leonard with the rebound. Giannis didn't really even try there. Exum finds Andre Blatch. He's not going to shoot that, so. Here comes the screen from Bargnani. He takes it. Blatch just dribbles it out to end the game. 106-86. Big victory for the Sixers. That gets us back in the win column. That gets us back in the win column. 26 and 8 from Embiid. 27 and 8 for Giannis. 15 and 7 for Isaiah Thomas. 20 rebounds for Anthony Davis is kind of insane. But that snaps a 4-game losing streak, which is good. 20 rebounds is crazy. I got to change Damian Lillard's number. I didn't realize he was wearing number 20. Or number 14, I mean. Dame, you got to be 0, I would think, right? Do they have 0 open? They have double 0 open. Who's wearing number 0? Maybe it's retired? Oops, wrong button. Do we have somebody wearing number 0 right now? Oh, we do. It's Jabari Parker wearing number 0. What number did Jabari Parker wear? Hold on, now I got to Google that. Well, I feel like he was like a number 12 or something. Jabari Parker. What number were you, Jabari? He wore number 1 at Duke. He did know. I thought so. He wore number 12 at Milwaukee. I thought so. So, oops, I'm changing. That's not good. Hold on. Now I gotta remove the changes in return. I didn't mean to change his years pro. That was not what I wanted to do. Let's change his number from 0 to number 12 so he can have that right number. Keep the changes, and then we will go back to Big Dog Dame time and change him from double 0 to just regular 0. There we go. Now that looks better. Okay. That was going to annoy me if I didn't do that. So let's get through to the contract deadline and another injury for Anthony Davis. Man, this guy just can't stay healthy. Contract extension deadline. We should have a couple of guys up for contracts. It is going to be just Drew Holiday. Well, I guess it was going to be Lou Will too, but we traded him. So Drew Holiday, we will extend. We'll give him a 3-year contract. He accepts, and he will be extended. Let's get to the Pacer game. The Pacer game could be important. I'd like to pick up some big wins before we get there, though. Anthony Davis back healthy from the pinched nerve. And now here's where we go on the rally. Yes, here's where we go on the rally. That's what I'm talking about. That's a big amount of wins right there. We are 3 teams tied for the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We just got done playing the Bulls earlier this month, and we lost to them. That's why they're ahead of us. We do play the Pacers. We don't play the Heat anymore. We just played the Heat, the Heat are 3 games back. All right, so there's about 2.5 weeks left, or maybe 2 weeks in total left, and this Pacer game is kind of insane. Who's on the Pacer roster at this point? It is Rodney Stuckey, Alec Burks, Paul George, Nikola Mirotic, and Alex Len. Okay, it's not great. It's just Paul George and a bunch of bums. So let's see what they got. We're at home. We're pulling away. Come on, boys. But they're starting to keep it up. They're keeping it close. It's a back and forth game. But maybe we just pulled away right there in the fourth quarter. I think we might have. Just pulled away. 112-91. This is going to be a huge win if we're able to hold on. And I'd be kind of shocked if we didn't hold on. Alex Len will inbound it to Stuckey. Rodney Stuckey, where you going, dog? Where you going? You're not going anywhere. Isaiah Thomas got you on lock. He's got you in a blender right now. Here comes the screen pass. We'll go around it, get rid of it. Pass to Alec Burks. Giannis got dribbled out of the way, and it's an and one. I shouldn't even have jumped. That was all on me. That wasn't even a good move from Alec Burks. It was just bad defense from me. And he will hit the free throw, 94-112. Russell comes in and has the ball. I haven't used D'Angelo Russell in 2K in a minute. Oh, look at the dribble moves from D'Angelo. Okay. Maybe we keep D'Angelo on the team for a little bit. That was pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind having D'Angelo be a backup for me for a little bit. Or maybe he turns into the starter. You never know. Oh, what a move. What a shot from Rodney Stuckey. Went to the basket contest against Mike Muscala. Still got it. That's Wayne Ellington. For three, Big Dog Wayne drills it. 117-196. That's why you sign Wayne Ellington for three balls like that. All right, so we're going to hold on for the victory here, which means we will jump ahead a full game over the Pacers, and we'll be tied, I'm assuming, with the Bulls for the 1 seed. Nice missed shot there, and that is the ball game. Sixers win. We got about 2 weeks left to go in the season, trying to keep that 1 seed. Giannis had 20, 19-13 from Embiid. I'm just hoping our guys can stay healthy is the main question. Can they stay healthy? Big win. Let's get to the end of the season here. We got another game against the Pacers in the final week of the year. Of course, the moment I say stay healthy, Anthony Davis, another injury. But we're still winning games. 3 games left to go. We are in the playoffs guaranteed. We're a half a game up on the Bulls. We got to win these last games. I didn't want to send the season. We lose to the Raptors. We beat the Pacers. That's kind of insanely big. We are a game up on the Bulls. If we beat the Magic, we clinch the 1 seed. Here we go. Come on, beat the Magic. It's just Dwight Howard. That's all they have. Come on, boys. They are making a rally, but I don't think they're going to be able to. We are just too high-powered for them, and it looks like we are going to win this game. 141-120. We secure the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference for the 2nd year in a row, I'm pretty sure. Derrick Rose wins the MVP. I mean, that's a really good MVP season, 31 points a game. Cat wins the Rookie of the Year on the Suns. Darren Williams wins the 6th Man of the Year. Kawhi Leonard's Defensive Player of the Year. Lucas Nogueira is your most improved. What did he improve from? 5.7 to 9.2. You know what? I respect it. And then we have Don Nelson winning the Coach of the Year and Derek Irving winning the Executive of the Year. All NBA first team, Rose, Curry, Leonard, James, and Cousins. Second team is Kyrie, John Wall, Giannis, Kevin Love, and Rudy Gobert. We'll take a look at what Giannis and everybody's points were in a second. Third team is Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis, and Jokic. I'm surprised Davis made it with him being hurt so long. All defensive first team, Mike Bridges, Jeremy Lin, Kawhi Leonard, Terrence Jones, DeAndre Jordan. Second team is Westbrook, Wall, LeBron, Josh Smith, Rudy Gobert. Rookie first team, Cat, Kristaps, Jahlil Okafor, Devin Booker, and Christian Wood. Second team is Norman Powell, Frank Kaminsky, our guy D'Angelo Russell, Manuel Mudiay, and Miles Turner. All right, so we are the ones taking on the Knicks. Let's take a look at stats, though. Regular season stats, who dominated for us? It was Giannis putting up 20, which is in continuing to prove what he did last year. Anthony Davis put up 19-13, well, 20 and 14, really, if you round up, as he's been getting injured. But he's day-to-day, so he should be back pretty soon. Embiid, even with his injury, put up some good numbers, a lot more points than what he put up last year. Isaiah Thomas still putting up consistently high numbers. So he continues to make that contract worth it, I guess. Jabari Parker in his first year, or second year, put up really good numbers. D'Angelo Russell, really good numbers from him as a rookie. Damian Lillard continues to improve. Although he's putting up crazy good numbers as the starting point guard for the Pistons, but you know what? He's on the bench now, so I can't really do anything about that. Good numbers from the boys. And the Knicks team is Brandon Knight, Josh Richardson, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Nikola Jokic. That 3, 4, and 5 is kind of insane. But our whole team is insane. So let's see if we can get a win here. We take game 1. We lose game 2. Anthony Davis is back, though. We take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. Huge. And now we take on the Heatles. But this is not the same Heatles team from earlier in the series. They are old. It is Jeremy Lin, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Kem Birch. Their center position is weak, which it always seems to be when you talk about the Heatles. But we lose game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. And we take game 5. For the first time in the series, we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. And we take on the Washington Wizards, who have won a championship in this series before. John Wall, Nick Young, Otto Fields, Thaddeus Young, and Darrell Hughes. I think this Wizards team beat us on their path to the championship that 1 year. When was that? Was that 2 years ago? Was that last year? We've got a league history, NBA history. No, it was 2 years ago. They beat the Oklahoma City Thunder because then the Thunder got a championship last year. So 2 years ago, they won the championship. The Thunder aren't even in the finals. They didn't even make the playoffs this year. Oh my God. The Oklahoma City Thunder didn't make the playoffs. This is the first time that the Thunder will not be in the finals in this entire series. But it's the Wizards versus the Sixers. This is our year, boys. This is our year. For the first time ever, we can go to the NBA Finals in this series. We're up 3-0. We're just too good. A sweep. An absolute sweep in the Eastern Conference. It'll be Sixers and Kings for the championship. Beno Udrih, Klay Thompson, Doug McDermott, Omri Caspi, and DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins must be killing it. Him and Klay Thompson must be doing work if they're in the finals. Game 1, we win. Game 2, they win. Game 3, they win. Game 4, they win. We are on upset watch here. And it looks like the Kings might have it, but we take the lead in the second half. Come on, boys. It looks like I'm not going to have to jump in for this one, at least. That's good. 122-110. That's huge. Back on our home court. We start hot. Let's just keep it up. Let's start hot the whole game. We have a fairly good lead, and oh my God, they can't score. They got 18 points in the third quarter. It's an easy win. We killed them in that one. It is a game 7 in the NBA Finals. This is huge. Back on the Kings court. Uh-oh, but they're starting to kill us. They're starting to kill us. This is getting dangerous. Uh-oh. This is getting real dangerous now. 99-83. I may have to jump in here. 6 minutes to go. 104-90. Oh, this is for the NBA championship. This is for the championship right here. This is game 7. We could win our first finals. We could trust the process officially. Joel Embiid trying to back down on DeMarcus Cousins. He does a little post hook. 104-92. We got to play defense. We know we can score. We just got to play defense. Tyreke Evans. Come on, we got to win the championship. This is our year. Especially when we're not paying anybody right now, except for all we're paying is Isaiah Thomas. My defense is horrible. I got to stop playing on ball. Tyreke Evans just cooked me. Especially when we're not paying anybody but Isaiah Thomas. We got to capitalize. It's got to happen. Joel Embiid, just keep backing him down. Little post hook. Just keep going to that. That'll work. I'm totally fine with that. If that's what we want to do. But we also got to play good defense against Tyreke Evans, who seems to be the only one who can handle the ball, and that is just a good shot. He's guarded by the smaller defender. He just took it. Let's get Giannis the basketball. Giannis to the basket. He slams it in. He's too quick. He got around whoever is guarding him there. Oh, it's one of the Morris twins, I think. Marcus or Markieff. I'm assuming Marcus, but I don't know. Oh, finally they get it to Boogie. It's about time somebody else have it, but except for Tyreke. Oh, Boogie with the pump fake, and then he puts it up, and he's in. Wow, Boogie. That was a good move. He cooked me like crazy there. Isaiah to the basket. No, I could have probably shot that. It probably would have went in. Now Isaiah to the basket. That's a rough shot, but it's in. Isaiah Thomas with a finger roll. 110-98. We got to stop them from scoring on their side. We're not going to be able to make up any ground if we can't stop them. But I guess it's the reason why they're in the finals in the first place, because Boogie's good. Tyreek's good. Oh, I got absolutely destroyed there, but he didn't go for it. He gave it to DeMarcus Cousins, and he gets it. I thought that Trey Burke was going to take that. We're going to have to do something here. We can't just go back and forth 2 points for 2 points. We're never going to make any ground up, so we got to shoot some threes. We got to shoot some threes. Anthony Davis, I like that shot, but I didn't like it a lot. Oh, that's a bad shot. The release was horrible. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to shoot the three and make it. Trey Burke with a jumper. He drills it. Wow, we might be losing the NBA Finals right here, boys. The Kings might just be too good. The Kings may just be too stinking good. AD drills that. We're down by 14 with 3.5 minutes to go. What do we do here? How do we stop these guys? Well, play better defense is one. Oh, a little fade, and he misses it. Finally, a miss by the Kings. Nice pass. Drew Holiday drills the little 2-footer. Good job, Drew. Oh, I tried the swiper, no swiping. Trey Burke, I thought for sure he'd take the shot. He didn't. He passes it out. That's a bad pass. Morris could have had the three if it was a better pass. Here comes the screen. Oh, they give it to Boogie. Boogie goes up and gets it. Man, we are not playing good. Well, I'm not playing good defense at all. I got to be better than this. I got to be better. Isaiah Thomas to the basket. Isaiah lays it in. We're just not getting any ground. We got to hit the threes. I got to bring somebody in, I think, who can drill some threes. Okay, here's a timeout. It gives me a little bit of time to process what I want to do. Holiday and Davis are trying to talk to each other, trying to figure out what we want. I need some time to process what I want to do here. So, let's see. We've got Drew Holiday can come out. We need somebody who can hit the three. I may need to bring in Jimmer Fredette. I know Wayne Ellington can hit the three as well, but I think I trust the release of Jimmer Fredette a little bit better. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to keep Embiid. I'm going to keep Davis. I'm going to keep Giannis. Okay, I'm just going to bring in Jimmer Fredette. I trust Jimmer. I trust the release with Jimmer Fredette. I believe I can do this. Boogie in the corner. There's Klay Thompson. That's a reach-in foul from Joel Embiid. I wasn't even Joel Embiid. I was Giannis, man. That's an annoying reach-in. They go down to Boog. He puts it up. That's a bad shot. Okay, here we go. Now time to execute the plan. Although Isaiah Thomas got an easy bucket right here. And a foul. And one, Isaiah Thomas, baby. That's a huge one, Isaiah. The biggest little man drills the and one. It's 116 to 107. All right? I mean, that's a way to get 3 points, for sure. Klay Thompson is still hurt, so he might not be as good as he could be. Trey Burke's dangerous from three. We got to be careful of that. They're going to go down low. This is not the matchup I like, and I screwed that all up. I didn't like that matchup whatsoever. It wouldn't have been good if I didn't screw it up. We got 2 minutes to go. We got to find Jimmer Fredette some three-point range. How do we do it? We probably just create some separation here, and then Jimmer shoots the three, and he drills it. 118 to 110. We are down by 8. There is still life in the Sixers. If we get a quick swipe, that would be perfect, but it's not going to happen here. Klay Thompson for three, and he drilled it to erase our 3 points. I did not think Klay would shoot that. I probably should have thought that, but I was just not even paying attention, really. Jimmer Fredette for three, and it's going right back. Okay. This is why we signed Jimmer Fredette. These exact moments. I just don't like that Tariq Evans is so much bigger. That's a little bit of a mismatch. Can we get a swipe? No. Oh, this is not a good match. Not a good match whatsoever. Jimmer and Tariq. Tariq just cooks us. He absolutely cooked me. 10-point game. Find Isaiah Thomas. Create some separation. Jimmer Fredette again drills it. Oh my God. The hope is alive. We just gotta play better defense. That's swiped. Joel Embiid. Jimmer to Joel. How did he not get fouled there? Excuse me? Hello? One, how did Joel not make it? Two, how did he not get fouled? Okay, that might have just cost us the game right here. Boogie with a huge fadeaway, and he drilled it. You got to be joking, man. How did I not get fouled there? And how did Embiid not drill that shot? Jimmer again. I am cooking with Jimmer Fredette, but it might be cooking a little bit too late. I should have brought him in a little earlier, I guess. There's the instant foul. 125. 125, 119. Isaiah will come out. I think he fouled out there. I probably should have put in Damon. I didn't think about that. But D'Angelo's fine, I guess. There's the instant foul again. 28 seconds left. Man, hit that stupid three that Klay Thompson hit is annoying us. And then the bad defense all around, just frustrating. We got to keep shooting with Jimmer Fredette. Got to keep shooting with Jimmer, and he misses finally for the first time, and that is the finals, I think. There's the reach-in foul. Oh, that's a brutal loss in Game 7, man. That is a brutal, brutal loss in game 7. They missed it. Get it up the court to Jimmer. Shoots a three. Misses it. That was backcourt, I guess. I didn't realize that D'Angelo Russell hadn't gotten up the court yet. And we will lose the NBA Finals in game 7. We got so close. I thought this was our year. I thought this was our year, man. Oh, that's tough. The Sacramento Kings will win an NBA championship. DeMarcus Cousins, Klay Thompson, Tyreek Evans, and crew. Oh, just a devastating loss. We had it in our hands. Just a devastating loss. I can't watch them celebrate. I can't watch our guys go off the court like that, man. Devastating loss. Jimmer did everything he could. He put up some crazy shots towards the end of that game, but we just could not play good defense. And by we, I mean me. I could not play defense at all in those final minutes. DeMarcus Cousins will win the Finals MVP. In our first year in the final, that was a devastating shot right there. We had just hit a three our first time around, and then they go back and erase it. But Jimmer Fredette comes in, plays 3 minutes, puts up 12 points, keeps us in the game. But just the poor, poor defense by me. And the Sacramento Kings will win the NBA championship. DeMarcus Cousins MVP, and we will move on. Oh, that's a devastating one. But you know what? We were probably a little early. If I'm gonna be honest, we were probably a year early. So knowing that this team can get to the championship and make it competitive, we were still a year early, gives me hope for the future of this series. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Tim Duncan all retire. Do I want them around for another year? Nah, they can all go. Tim Duncan can go. They can all retire. I'm fine with that. Staff retirements. Phil Jackson retires, still coaching the Lakers. Hall of Fame, Duncan, Garnett, and Pierce all get in the Hall of Fame. Jersey retirements, Garnett, Duncan, Garnett, and Pierce all get their jerseys retired. Historic changes, social media, that's fine. The Jazz, no, they will not change from that. I like that logo. And the Kings will absolutely not change, especially now they got a championship. League meetings, everything here is, I guess, rejected. Sure, why not? And now the draft lottery. We have 2 first-round picks, but I don't think either of them are in the lottery. They are not. So I guess it doesn't really matter who wins the lottery this year. It is the Magic. The Magic win the lottery. We have the final pick in the draft, which is number 30 from the Clippers. And then our own pick is at number 26. So our 2 picks are kind of garbage this year. We're going to keep Edmund Warren around as our head coach. That's totally fine. Let's get to the draft, though. This is the Ben Simmons draft. The mock draft has Ben Simmons going number 2 to the Trailblazers. Number 1 is Jaylen Brown. Do I trust that Ben Simmons doesn't get drafted number 1 overall? Or do I trade up for the Magic pick? Do I even have a capability of trading up for the Magic pick? If I give up Isaiah Thomas, which I don't really want to do, he could get us a bunch of stuff. I'm not shocked about that. If we go to the Orlando Magic and ask them for the first overall pick, they would probably need at least Isaiah Thomas. They would probably need pick 26 and pick 30. They would probably need Jay Crowder. We can't do that. Never mind. They would probably need Wayne Ellington. We can't do that. Never mind. I only have Kevon Looney I can trade and Mike Muscala. Everybody else is not under contract, except for Dame and D'Angelo Russell. Well, this is where things get a little spicy because we probably don't have the assets to give up here. I could give a top 3 protected Clipper pick away. Okay, they don't like that either. I could give a lottery protected Pacer pick away. They don't like that either. I have a trade exception for Emeka Okafor you could take. No, they don't like that. This is probably my best offer, which really sucks because they don't like that. So maybe we bank on the fact that the number 2 pick is going to be a little bit less valuable. The Blazers have number 2. Okay, so they don't like the initial offer. What about that top 3 protected pick from the Clippers? No, they don't like that either. What about the lottery protected Pacer pick? And there it is. They took it. So Isaiah Thomas goes to the Trailblazers, and now we have the number 1 overall pick to get Ben Simmons. I probably should trade my own first round pick instead of one of the other picks, but whatever. We got it. We now have the number 2 pick to get Ben Simmons. Hopefully, the mock draft is not lying to me. The Magic take Ben Simmons. You got to be kidding me. All right, well, we'll do a draft night trade. We'll do a draft night trade. I will take Jaylen Brown, and then we'll trade him to the Magic for Ben Simmons. So we'll draft Jaylen Brown. Welcome aboard, Jaylen. Jamal Murray goes to the Spurs. Brandon Ingram goes to the Nuggets. Pascal Siakam goes to the Warriors. Fred VanVleet. But let's do the trade now. So the Magic did take Ben Simmons, because of course they did. That's Dwight Howard, not the right guy. Let's get to the Ben Simmons portion. There it is. There's Ben Simmons. I'll give you Jaylen Brown. And they want Mike Muscala in a 2018 first round pick for Harvey Fox. No, thank you. I guess I can give you something else. I didn't really think you need anything else. I thought you'd just take this. Do you really want Mike Muscala? I guess I can give you Mike Muscala if you really want him. I kind of want to keep him around. I don't want Harvey Fox. They want an unprotected first round pick in 2017. I can give you a 2018 first round pick from the Pacers. Nope, never mind. I can give you my own 2020 first round pick, I guess. And there it is. We now make the draft night trade. We get Ben Simmons, they get Jaylen Brown, and everything goes really well. Buddy Hield's the Nuggets. Another trade is announced. The Grizzlies take Jakob Poeltl. Karis LeVert goes to the Bobcats. DeJounte Murray goes to the Celtics. Marquise Chris. Let's sim to the end since that was our only pick that we have. So Ben Simmons gets drafted number 1 overall, gets traded to us. It was basically a swap. We called the Magic beforehand. We said, you take Ben Simmons, we'll take Jaylen Brown, and then we swap them. And that's basically what we did. So Ben Simmons goes number 1 overall and then heads to us, and then Jaylen Brown goes number 2 overall and heads to them. So that's pretty good. Ben Simmons, we will accept the contract. We will accept the team option and 2-year team's options of everybody here. No declines this year. All right, so free agency's not going to be that interesting. Qualifying offers. Yep, I want Anthony Davis qualified. I want Jay Crowder probably. Good defense off the bench. But James Ennis we probably don't need. At least not there. So Anthony Davis restricted. He's going to get matched. So we'll bring him back. But we actually have a decent amount of money. If we go to our salary cap breakdown, once we match Anthony Davis, he'll be expensive. But we could afford, at least right now, we could afford to bring in another player. We could afford to do that. That is an option. We could afford to bring in Bradley Beal if we wanted to do that. Or Brandon Roy. He's not that expensive, actually. Dion Waiters is restricted. Joe Johnson. Monte Ellis could come back. The shooting guard position this year is not great. Small forward. Jay Crowder still restricted. Perfect. This free agency class in general is not amazing. So I think we might just keep that money. What's the team look like without doing anything so far? So we've got Simmons, we've got Russell, and Damian Lillard. Then we've got Drew Holiday at shooting guard. We got Giannis at small forward, Jabari Parker, and Kevon Looney, and then Joel Embiid. So we need to bring in another center, another shooting guard, and another small forward. So our center options, we got Nikola Pekovic, Jan Meimi, I think is how you say that. Marcin Gortat, Timofey Mozgov, Bismack Biyombo. Okay, only 23 years old. I don't mind that at all. I might offer him a little contract. And then we need to bring in another small forward. Who's a nice, good small forward? I mean, we could just go to James Ennis again, since he was just here. But Chandler Parsons, I don't hate the Chandler Parsons. I mean, 28 years old. Can't really shoot the 3 that well. Hold on, let me go back to James Ennis. We've got the qualifying offer on him. We should just be able to get him back, actually. Shooting guard. Who can shoot the three the best out here? All right, we got Bradley Beal, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith with no offers is very interesting, but I don't think I want to sign a backup for that much. It's a little bit too expensive for a backup, I think. But we've also got like Terrence Ross, who's a little bit expensive. Jordan McRae's not that expensive, but he's also restricted. We could bring in Seth Curry. That might not be bad. You know what? Let's offer Seth Curry a contract. And then we'll see what happens. Anthony Davis prepared to accept an offer from the Wizards. We will match that. We will obviously match that. I'm going to renounce the rights on those two guys to free up that money. And then we will go on. So Anthony Davis should get matched here. Bismack and Seth Curry are accepting. And Jay Crowder is expected to offer from the Kings. So Jay Crowder will come back. And boom, that is basically all of our money. But we got everybody back. So now we've got Simmons, Russell, and Lillard. We've got Drew Holiday, Seth Curry. We've got Giannis and Jay Crowder. Anthony Davis, Jabari Parker, Kevon Looney, and Joel Embiid and Bismack Biyombo. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need maybe one more guy. Probably another wing option, either a small forward. And we didn't have James Ennis back, so we need probably one more guy. Here's James Ennis. Just get him back on a contract. He's not super expensive. He decided to sign with the Nets. Never mind. Okay, James. All right. I thought you were going to be friendly to me, but apparently not. We'll get Chandler Parsons on the minimum then. There we go. So we get him on the minimum. That's another guy. That's 13 guys on the roster. Gives us a little bit more depth. I probably should sign some more big men so that when inevitably Davis and Embiid get hurt, we'll be fine. But I think that's good enough. Let's take a look at player progression, see what everybody's doing. This is the big moment. Up 2 to a 95 is Anthony Davis. Up 4 to a 93 is Giannis. Up 3 to a 90 is Joel Embiid. And up 5 to an 82 is D'Angelo Russell. Ben Simmons is still an 82. That's what he got drafted at. Holiday's down 1 to an 80. Jabari Parker does not go up at all. Interesting. Lillard doesn't go up at all. I wonder what his ceiling is, because obviously he becomes like a high 90 overall in real life. So I wonder what they have his potential at. I guess I could check what his potential. I won't change it. Just what is his... Where do I have to go? Attributes, maybe? Potential is only... Really? You have Damian Lillard at an 80 potential. Are we talking about the same Damian? I'm going to raise that. That's not true. Damian Lillard is one of the best of all time, at least in the recent memory. I'll give him like a 93 potential, maybe a 94 potential. Not just because that helps me out, just because Damian Lillard, I feel like, deserves more than an 80 potential. I mean, what are we talking about here? Jabari Parker, I mean, that makes sense, having an 80 potential, but or being capped at an 80. What is his potential, by the way? That's not the right thing. His potential is an 82. You know what? That makes sense. I'm not going to change that one. But Damian Lillard, that's not make sense at all. He's got to have something good, so we should be able to see him jump in the future now. He should continue to grow. But I'm liking the way this team is looking. We're looking really good. We'll get to the next season. We're coming off of a finals appearance. But now we're even better. Now we are even better. And we're going to the modern era, it looks like. Oh, no, this is the 2010 era. Whoa, what is this? I didn't know they gave us little... What is this? This is kind of crazy. I don't remember seeing this ever. It's kind of insane. That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so now we're in a new era. And it's changed everything that... Now it's blue. I don't know if I like that. Oh, this is... I don't like this at all. I need to bring back Jimmer Fredette. I forgot about that. We have Etuan Moore, who they signed. I don't want Etuan Moore. I want Jimmer Fredette. I forgot about him. I need to bring him back if I can. Jimmer range, where are you, my guy? Jimmer. He must have signed with a team. Who's got my guy, Jimmer Fredette? First name, Jimmer. Where's he at? He signed with the Lakers? Really, Jimmer? All right, well, let's go trade with the Lakers for Jimmer Fredette, because I forgot that I wanted him. Wanted him back, so... LA, I'm coming for you. I do not like this blue. It's throwing me off, all kinds of craziness. So Jimmer Fredette's right there. I'll give you Etuan Moore because I don't want him. They want Bismack Biyombo to give me an unprotected first round pick in 2019. Well, I'm not going to do that, even though that would be cool to have. I'm not willing to do that. But I also don't know what I'm willing to give up alongside Etuan Moore. I mean, we have a few picks in 2019. I could give up this protection backup pacer pick. Teams may not trade first round picks in consecutive years, so maybe not. I can't give that up. But I could give up our own pick in 2018. Unprotected first round pick. That's unprotected first round pick in 2018 for Jimmer Fredette's kind of insane. Let's not do that. Let's just give up a bunch of seconds. We should be able to get this done. No, they love their current roster. You're telling me you won't take 4 second round picks for Jimmer Fredette? This is Jimmer Fredette we're talking about. There we go. I was gonna say. So Jimmer Fredette's back on the team. I wanted that in the first place, but I forgot about him, so that's my fault. But Jimmer Fredette's back. We've got, what's the roster look like? The lineup look like, I should say. It looks like D'Angelo Russell, Drew Holiday, Giannis, Davis, and Embiid with Ben Simmons off the bench. I don't necessarily think that's the right move. I think Ben should be our point guard, at least for right now. He's going to get some good minutes. Drew Holiday being our shooting. We just don't have like a number one shooting guard, like a traditional shooting guard. We don't have that kind of on the roster right now. We have Drew Holiday, but is he the answer? I mean, maybe. Maybe he's the answer. This obviously is the Luka draft class in 2018, so we'll go with that for now. I will find a draft class that I like for 20. Oh, this isn't Luka. This is the 2017 one. That's right. Duh. So I will find a draft class that I think is good for 2017, and then we will start the next episode we'll start the next season in the next episode, the 2016-2017 NBA season. We just made the finals. I think we can do it again, and this time I think we can win it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.